Hey there, Tracy here for Imagine Crafts. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this colorful little birthday card. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, so I am showing you just real quickly here what I'm using, and I'm going to start with some stenciling. So I have a little sticky mat, and I'm going to start with the largest stencil, and I'm working here with Cheerful, and I'm using all the VersaFine Clair inks here for this. And I'm just filling in all the dots with the Cheerful and a little bit blending brush on my sticky mat. And then next I will come in with Summertime. And these inks are really old. This tells you a lot about the VersaFine Clair inks because they're still perfectly wet, and that makes me happy. So I'm doing, basically concentric circles. Then I'll come in here with the pink, and I forgot already what color that was. Well, I'll list it down below. And then finally I'll do the smallest circles, and I'm doing those in strawberry. And you can't see much of a difference unless you're looking up close, but on camera it's really hard to see. So I'm going to clean that stencil off because then I'm going to lay it in kind of a offset here, and I'm going to use the Bali blue to fill in the little gaps there, just to give this card background some real pizzazz. So there we go. We've got that done, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the largest stencil again, and I have here some Phoenix lunar paste, or Astro paste, Phoenix feather. So it's got some gold and red and yellow flecks in it that are iridescent, and so that is going to dry clear, and you'll see we'll have to set this aside to dry, but I'm just running that through the stencil. And because the VersaFine Clair isn't water reactive, it won't move my ink. So then I'm going to use this birthday, I'm thinking I'm going to use the birthday cake. Yeah, I'm going to use the birthday cake, and I'm going to use the Make-A-Wish sentiment so that this turns into a birthday card. Let's get that little piece of crud off of there. And I'll grab a piece of just regular paper because I'm not going to be doing any coloring or anything on this, just stamping and a little bit of heat embossing. So I'm going to use the Bali blue again to stamp this down. And then it has another layer that goes where the drippies are, and I'm going to do the drippies in the Bali blue as well. So I pretty much have a blue cake. I know that's crazy, but that, that makes it more of a card that could be for a guy or a girl. I have plenty of friends whose blue is for whom blue is their favorite color. I don't know. That was some broken grammar there. So I'll go ahead and grab the Bali blue again. And this is some of the newer ones from the line. I'm going to stamp that a couple of times because I want it nice and wet, because I'm going to put some clear embossing powder over the top of it to hold it still and to give it a little bit of shine. And I'm just kind of doing that off to the side into my little bucket. And then I'll go ahead and heat emboss that. Okay, let's just make sure the tool's nice and hot, and then you can just kind of watch it go. And that'll keep your ink from smudging while you're doing other things, because I'm going to throw some ink blending on here and I don't want my ink to smudge. So there we go. I've got it embossed, so it's kind of got a little bit more dimension, and I'm just going to use the same brushes that I used before. I'm going to grab the one that I used, Cheerful, and just kind of brush some on. I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm looking for kind of an airbrush look, those airbrush cakes. And then I'll come in with the pink color and just add a little bit of pink. And I'm not worried about going on the outside edges because I'm going to die cut this. And then I realized that I forgot to stamp the candle, because the candle has a little itty-bitty stamp that you can fill it in with too. So I'm going to do the flame first. I'm just going to grab one of my acrylic markers and just do that little flame. And then I'm going to wipe off all of the excess ink from the cake, the drippy stuff, frosting, I guess. Let's see here. Now I want to stamp, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. And I'm going to do the Make-A-Wish. I just love the font on this one. And I'm going to do that also with the Bali blue. And I'll just go ahead and stamp that down a couple times, make sure it's nice and dark. But I'm lightly pressing because I don't want it to get squishy. So I'll cut these out off camera. And then we'll get ready to put our card together. See, right there is the little candle that I forgot to fill in. So I'm going to fill it in with the pink. And it's just a teeny tiny stamp, so I'm going to hand stamp it and wish me luck. Okay, and ready, aim, fire. Got it. Glamorous. Glamorous pink, I think that is. Okay, so I'm going to trim my card down. I'm going to trim it to 3 3/4 by 5 because I want a white border around it, but I'm also going to make a matte layer for it, and you'll see how I do that in a moment. So this I'll cut 3 3/4 by 5, and then the white piece you see underneath there, I'm going to cut that a little over 3 3/4 and a little bit over 5. So about an 1/8 inch over, so that I've got about a 1/16 of an inch border. But I don't want it to be white, so we are going to fix that. Go ahead and move my scraps out of the way, and I'm going to grab the Bali blue because it's the main theme color of my card, and I'm just going to go around the edges and fill those in so that now I've got an automatic piece of colored cardstock that matches everything that I'm doing. So just go around it and just trying to be careful not to get my fingers in it because it is, you know, wet. And because it's a pigment ink, it sits on top for a little bit before it dries. And I can easily get my hands in that and make a mess before I even know it. So just kind of making sure I get the very edges. I may be going a little overboard here, but I'd rather go overboard than go underboard. So there's that. And just making sure that it's filled in everywhere. Get that little spot right there. Okay, get this spot over here. All right, looking good, looking good. And then I'll go ahead and glue my stenciled piece that's all dry now onto that piece. You can really have a lot of fun with layering stencils. That one would have been cute if I'd have done the center dots like a deep, deep purple too, but I just went with what I went with, and that's that. Colors that kind of are complementary to each other. So I'll just make sure that's good and stuck down. It's got a tiny little border. And then I'm going to stick that down to a white top folding card base. Let's see if I can grab one here. And again, I'm just going to use liquid glue, keeping my card nice and flat so it can be actually sent in the mail. I will pop my cake up, so I will have a little bit of dimension in the card, but not a bunch. Now, if I'm hand delivering a card, a lot of times I will layer and layer and layer with lots and lots of foam tape, so it's a nice, big, thick, substantial card. But anything that's going in the mail, I want it to be impactful, but not too bulky so that it doesn't cost extra to mail it. And give the post office a chance to mess it up. I've gotten some pretty messed up cards lately this Christmas season. Just, you know, they're just so busy at the post office. They're just not really paying much attention to whether or not it says to hand stamp, whether or not they're squishing the crud out of the card. It is what it is. So I'm going to add some liquid glue and glue this down. And friends, this will be my last video for Imagine. I appreciate this past year being able to be on the team and have this great opportunity. And I thank you for taking the time to watch the videos and leave your thumbs up and all the good YouTube-y things. And that reminds me, while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to the Imagine Crafts channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you do, click that notification bell so that you'll get notified each time someone uploads a new video. So you can stay up on the latest latest trends. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add my sentiment. Let's see if I can pick that up with my bare hands. I did. What do you know? Usually I can't. I've got to find my tweezers. But I think I'll still use my tweezers to lay it down because my big old fat fingers get right in the way. And we'll just hit this little Make-A-Wish down here underneath the cake, and that will finish this card. So, as mentioned before, I will have everything I use listed in the description box down below. And there's our card. I don't know if you can see all that shine. And I put some of that shiny stuff on the cake too, so we have got quite the sparkling affair going on here. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. Take care. Here's some still images to kind of gander on, and have yourself a wonderful Christmas. Take care. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.